Hello everybody, this is Joseph Land and I want to give you my entrepreneurial tip of the week. And this one is an exciting one because I want to explain to you today about the Cash Flow Quadrant. Now, last week in my Ask Joseph Land series, somebody asked me, what is the most important book you would recommend for a business person to read? And I thought about it and I should have said, well, the Bible, number one, because that's my discipline. I read mine every day. But number two, I suggested How to Win Friends and Influence People. That is an awesome book. The number two book I would recommend is Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki is a friend of mine, and he wrote an amazing book called Cash Flow Quadrant. And I want to explain this to you because a lot of people talk about what it is to own a business, what it is to be an entrepreneur, and where you really fall in this quadrant is important and significant. And every one of the quadrants are good. I'll just show you some of my ideas about them. So Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. So let's look at the four quadrants of the cash flow. Employee, self-employed, business owner, and investor. Employee, self-employed, business owner, and investor. When I read this book by Robert Kiyosaki, I threw it down on the coffee table and I said, I could have written that book. And he talked about how most people get a good education, they get a good job, and they work 40, 50 hours a week. They get paid for those hours as an employee, and they're never paid for those hours again. They get a great vacation and great company packages, retirement plan, but they're never compensated for those hours ever again. S stands for self-employed. Those are the people probably with a great education. They're probably doing what I call billable hours. They're billing clients, they're billing patients and that kind of thing. They make a great living, but the moment they stop billing, the cash flow stops. Up in the right-hand corner is what I call the business owner. These are people who create businesses and have people that work for them that create cash. I remember listening to J. Paul Getty say, reading about what J. Paul Getty said, he'd rather have 1,000 people making him $1 than that one person making him $1,000. Think about that for a moment. When you create a business, you have a number of people who are working for your business. You're paying them the e-wages, and they're helping you create your dream, right? Now, the bottom quadrant is the investor, the I. And so when you have extra cash, when you have extra money to invest, you want to invest it in something that produces a return. I like to invest in something that produces a residual return. So unlike working and giving your hours and never getting paid for them again, once you make this investment, it pays you every month, month after month after month. So you made an investment one month, and for the next life of that project or the real estate or whatever it is, you're going to get paid monthly on a free cash flow basis. And so again, all these quadrants are great, but if you want to be an entrepreneur and understand why you're creating a business, you're creating a business so even as an employee or self-employed, you want to take some of the savings that you make and you want to invest it in the stock market. You want to invest it wherever you're told to invest it by your financial advisor. So it creates a residual return for you, residual return. So I want to be in this quadrant because that's my nature. I want to create a business that produces income that I can invest that produces residual income. So I hope that's helpful to you today. Get that book, Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. You're going to be blown away. Thank you for joining me today. Go down to the bottom, click on the notification bell so you're notified. Click on subscribe so you're part of our channel. Love doing this for you guys. Hope this was helpful today. Have a great rest of your day.